So anyway, where are we? Yeah, I mean, I think it's, it's not unusual, particularly for women, not to be, like being misdiagnosed, not be diagnosed, um, really, because it's like, if you kind of think, I mean, when you think of autism, what do you think of? I mean, I think the first thing that comes into a lot of people's heads is like, oh, Rain Man, oh my God, yeah, I'm glad I'm not like that sort of thing. And it's like, oh, it's a funny film. Yeah, okay, possibly, but it's not 100% supposed to be a funny film. There are people on this planet who are like that, and worse. I appreciate, I can function a lot more normally than a lot of autistic people, but also I've had these struggles. Um, and again, I don't know if I'm repeating myself now, talking about it's basically I've been racing against lots of other people without realizing until recently that I had cement in my shoes. And that's why I've not been able to catch up and, do what I've wanted to do. And I've just seen other people just overtake me. And it's like, why can they do it and I can't do it? I just had no idea. But now, you know, I know. So all is good in that respect. Um, what else was I going to say? So, yeah, I mean, it's basically, I've always, yeah, it's like I've never been non-verbal, but that's often the professionals, that's how they have seen it. And I think a lot of, some professionals still do. Girls never had a look in. So I would never have been diagnosed with autism at all. They would have seen it's like, yeah, it's just like kind of showing the traits possibly, but no, you're not autistic. You can speak. But Um, but it's like the eye contact thing. Oh my God, I remember years ago, I just couldn't do it. I was terrible unless I knew someone really, really well, like a member of my family or a very close family friend, um, well, very close friend at school. I just couldn't do it. I was just like all over the place. I was avoiding eye contact. That's a very good sign, there's something going on there. It's like, but then again, it's just like I was labelled shy. So that's obviously what it was. She'll grow out of it. Um, and it's something that I've learnt to do over the years, and I can actually really sustain good eye contact now with absolutely anyone. Um, because why? Because one, I have actually really practiced it and made again, it's one of these things, trying to appear normal, and I've really perfected it so well. And it's almost like, I think maybe this is just an age thing everyone goes through, but it's just like you don't care as much about what people think of you. So obviously, some of the autistic issues I had as a child and a young adult, they're not going to be there anymore because I have matured into, which is normal maturing thing, that as you get older, either you go one way or the other. You either become cantankerous or you're mellow, and it's like I've mellowed. I just don't give a what's it, about certain things anymore, which is good. So. Yeah, very little research has really been done on girls and women and autism, and still, it's lacking. Maybe after I've got all this out, my personal experience, whatever, I might even think about putting something together as an aid to help other women in this experience. Because, oh my God, it's like if only I'd known like 30 years ago what I was actually fighting against. I think, yeah, things would have been totally different. And I think things are improving, but I think, videos like this kind of promoting autism in women, particularly kind of at late diagnosis of autism in women and men, just late diagnosis generally, because, often, men sometimes don't present in a typically male way. So, it's not just, I say female presenting, not meaning it's just females that present this way, but because it's more typical in females. You know, you are going to get the occasional man. You know, it's not that black and white, is it? So, yeah, I mean, women often copy, perform, adapt. That's what we're taught to do. So, you know, a lot of time I didn't know, you know, yeah, I mean, it's going to sound sad, but sometimes I didn't even know how I felt because I was adapting and just like taking other people's points of view, mimicking other people so much. Sometimes I had no idea what I thought about something, what I felt about something. I'll just go with the flow. It's basically, well, this seems to be the accepted thing. Yeah, I'm up for it, you know. So it's, you know, I'm not like that anymore. I do really, really try desperately. Sometimes, you know, I can't think, and it's like kind of the burnout thing. So, oh my God, I really don't know how I think, but I need to find out how I think about this. And yeah, anyway.